guys, I'm just Josh, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. Adjust the glasses, prepares for what may potentially be the final episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke, because we're taking on the Totem Pokemon in today's episode, the final Totem Pokemon. Let's get these battles out of the way first. We have 3 fun battles before we do this. Now, I will say something very quickly. You should go back and watch the last episode. I think it was pretty good. Maybe one of my favorite episodes we've ever recorded. Went on a long rant about Pokemon Sword and Shield haters. So if you want to see that, go back and watch it. Another thing that I talked about in the last episode is how we're going to be handling this sacrifice. Because, of course, to this point, we've always made a sacrifice before entering a Totem Den. That's part of the rules. Sacrifice a Pokemon, then go into the Totem Den. That's how it works. Well, I'm lazy. So in this case, instead of actually going all the way back to the Totem Den to do this, we're going to be kind of cheating a little bit. Mostly because I don't want to have to go all the way back to the nearest Pokemon Center, which is in Seafolk Village, sacrifice a Pokemon, and then run all the way back. Because to my knowledge, we can't fly back here. I will check that in just a second. But to my knowledge, we cannot fly to here. So to avoid having to run through the entire thing again, we are going to instead just choose here which Pokemon we're going to sacrifice, and then just say that we cannot use it during the Totem Den. I cannot fly back here. This does not take me to here. It takes me to in front of that house. So we're just going to push through until we get to the Ultra Sun Temple thing. We'll do the Totem Pokemon, obviously. Push through till we get to the Ultra Sun Temple. At which point, are we about to get a legendary encounter? I think we are. Now, I can't remember if I set legendaries to be replaced with legendaries. I don't think I did. So it's going to be randomized into something. Something random, who knows what. Hello, Granbull, by the way. We're going to switch into Anderson here and hit you with an Iron Head. I think is a good move to do. Oh, except it's actually not a good move to do because you have Flame Charge, which is quite effective, which hurts quite a bit, but thankfully does not kill me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that quite a bit. Okay, we're going to go into Malurwin instead. We can't really hit you for too much, but I can at least Spectral Thief and steal your stat boosts, which I think is good. I can steal your speed boosts, which is nice for us. You're going to be at +3, unless you probably won't go for another Flame Charge would be my guess. I think this is probably another Larvesta, so you're going to hit me with a Bug Bite. Or an Aerial Ace. You're actually a Talonflame. You are 100% a Talonflame. Let me steal your +2 speed, which should let us outspeed you. I think. Dude, Spectral Thief is a great move. I can complain about TMs all I want. You're rattled, so your speed rose. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to steal that too. To be honest, I kind of want to steal that too. I don't see that as being completely necessary, though. How much? 65 with a chance to flinch. 90. We should go for the Spectral Thief again, to be honest. Steal your stat boost. Maybe get a crit and get lucky and take you out. I don't think that's... I mean, it's not a very likely scenario is what I'll say, but maybe it'll happen. It did not happen. That's fine. You're rattled again, so you're going to get another speed boost, but I'm at +3. And you go for the Flame Charge. So now you're at +2. But we already saw that we outsped you at +2 compared to +1. So, by theory, we should still outspeed you at +3 compared to +2. And we do. I am very nervous. I think I actually shouldn't be very nervous about this Totem Pokemon, as nervous as I'm trying to make it. So I increased the level of Trainer Pokemon by 10%. Maybe 15%. I actually cannot remember. We're going to stay in because it's a Deoxys and I have +3 speed. Now it is Deoxys defense, which is kind of scary. I'm going to heal very quickly just to be 100% safe here. All of these Pokemon trainers that we're fighting have their levels increased by somewhere between 10 and 20%. I can't remember 100%. I hate that you have that. I hate that you have that. Because this is going to be a wasted turn here, except does Cross Chop always go second? No, but crits land more easily. We'll go for the Crunch, even though it's going to miss. It is going to miss. You are going to bounce. It's 100% guaranteed paralysis. Of course it is. We may still outspeed you at +3. We may still outspeed you at +3. We do outspeed you at +3. We break through the paralysis. This might kill you. It's not going to kill you. It's not even close, actually. Actually, not even close. Okay. You're going for the bounce again. Do you take this turn to heal the paralysis? Since you're faster anyway. And risk getting paralyzed right again? I think you do. Did I not buy more full heals? Oh, they're just in a different pocket. Okay, silly me. Let me check my back pocket instead. I think we're probably just going to get paralyzed again. But it's at least worth a shot. We didn't get paralyzed, which is great. I'm going to go for the crunch. Maybe get lucky, get a nice defense drop. We did not get a defense drop. You're going to bounce again. Okay, this is fine. Same old song and dance. I wish we had a move that could let us go on the second turn, but we don't. So I'm going to go for the Ice Fang just because, you know, we're wasting a PP of it anyway. So why not? There's the bounce and no paralysis. I actually am very thankful. Anyway, so all these Pokemon, their levels are actually probably 10 to 20% lower. Like my guess would be, these are actually supposed to be like level 46s, 45, 46, 47. Which means the Totem Pokemon is also going to be about that level, 45, 46, 47. Because the Totem Pokemon are not getting these huge increases in level. Only we are getting these, only trainer Pokemon are getting huge increases in level. So even if the Totem battle is very scary, like even if it's like a Deoxys or a Kyurem, and it gets +1 in every stat, I think we're going to be like 5 level or 10 levels above it even. So I'm actually not as concerned as I once was. Tauros goes for the Ice Shard. Are you a Mamoswine? Are you a Mamoswine in disguise? Yikes! Well, if you're a Mamoswine, I might feel safe just going straight back into Malurwin. That's something I might feel safe doing, so let's go do that. And then we can hit you with a Cross Chop for super effective damage, which should take you out. Let's see. You're going for Ice Shard. I think you might go for the Earthquake this turn. So, just to be safe again, I'm going to pop a Super Potion on Malurwin. See what we can do here. Or see what you're going to do here, I should say. Quick Attack. Quick Attack and Ice Shard. I'll be honest, I have no idea. I have no idea what Pokemon would use Quick Attack and Ice Shard. Weavile? Weavile, maybe? It's like the only Pokemon that comes to mind. Okay, you can look it up. By the way, you can see what these original Pokemon were supposed to be, which is why they're using these fancy movesets that are making me extremely upset, but you can look those up if you want to, and let me know if I'm right in the comments. Actually, I could look it up. Actually, I can't because I don't know your name. Because I randomized names. If I knew names, I could look up, ooh, Ace Trainer Gloria here. Didn't actually want to use that twice. I could look up Ace Trainer Gloria and be like, well, what does Ace Trainer Gloria typically pack? And we could go based off that, but unfortunately I don't have that knowledge. The other thing that stinks here, this is once again me paying for being lazy, is we're not going to be able to check our PC box before choosing which Pokemon to sacrifice. Theoretically sacrifice, before we actually go back and actually sacrifice it. We're not going to be able to look in our box and see what kind of decent replacements we have. I'm going to have to go based off memory, which if you know me, it doesn't bode well for me. My memory isn't great. I know that we have a Heatran in the box, but I can tell you that I'm not sacrificing Tailwinding. He's just trying to make that Sandstorm hit me even harder. I'm not concerned. I am a little concerned that means you know flying type moves. Magic Coat. Okay. I don't know. A Sigilith? Probably a Sigilith. Your special attack is not good, so I do not fear you. Maybe should have feared you a little bit because, oh, that was Life Orb. You could have killed me with a crit there. I don't like that. I don't like that if I have to be honest. Yo, you know what's funny? Did you see what just happened there when I used that Petal Blizzard? The trainer disappeared. I can't help but notice that nobody complained. It does, Tox. Watch this. Watch what happens. Are you ready for this? I'm going to go into Victorange. I want you to watch what happens here. It's ridiculous. I'm going to go for a move here, and you're going to watch that trainer disappear. Watch this. Dustox, come on out. I'm going to go for a move. Keep a close eye on that trainer. He's standing right there. Watch what happens when I go for the Heart Stamp. I'm going to go for the Scald. The trainer stayed there. Hold on. Wait for it. I don't like that you know Scald, by the way. I'm going to go for the Heart Stamp. The trainer vanished. What happened? Where'd he go? This game is so unrealistic. Oh my god. Everybody's making fun of Sword and Shield for doing that. For the trainer disappearing. Nobody complained when it happened in this game. I did my rant last episode. We're not going on another Sword and Shield rant. So here we are. Although the games still have not come out yet. So I'm hoping it'll be one of those things that everybody leading up to it is trying to find all the flaws in it. And be like, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. And then it comes out and they play it and they're like, it's really good. That's what I hope. There's no guarantee that that's what happens. But a boy can dream. A boy can dream that that's what happens. Okay. Sea King is coming in. It is level 52. We are only level 49, but we gotta let Liam spread his wings a little bit. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, I changed my mind. We do not have to let Electrode spread his wings even slightly. That is not something we need to do. I did just give this thing a special attack boost. And it's using Shadow Ball, so that's not great. If we're being honest here, that's not a great thing. I'm going to go into Molurwin. Goes for the Dark Pulse. This is not great, although that didn't do as much, which I appreciate. I'm going to go for the Spectral Thief. We're not actually going to benefit. Please don't flinch me. We're not going to benefit from this special attack boost at all. But you won't have it anymore. And that's important to me. We'll go for the Spectral Thief. Please do at least half. That is not at least half. I am going to have to heal this turn, which is fine. But yeah, I hope that Sword and Shield comes out. And even if people are like a little anxious to try it at first, I hope that they eventually do come around to the light side and they go, you know what? It was a good game after all. That would make my heart flutter with the Eagle's Nest. Do I think it's going to happen? No. These people seem very set in their ways that they don't want, that's not what they're interested in. And that's fine. By the way, if you're one of my lovely viewers out there and you are upset about this, do not feel like I'm trying to attack you. I understand the positions that you're coming from. And I think most people are handling it fine, which is, I'm upset that this isn't going to be in the game, but I may still play the game anyway. Or I'm upset that these things aren't going to be in the game, so I'm not going to play the game. Those are all reasonable positions. I'm upset that these things are not going to be in the game, so I'm going to send death threats to everybody that works at Game Freak. Yeah, I have a little bit of a problem with that one. That's where you lose me, unfortunately, I gotta say. Reshiram's coming in, which is very scary. It's very scary. We do have Play Rough on Victorange, but we're not at full HP, which scares me, so I'm going to heal up to full HP first and see what this thing wants to do. Because it's a scary Pokemon. It's Turbo Blazing, and it's not even April 20th. Sorry, I had to convert numbers to dates in my head, and it almost overflooded my brain. Okay, let's see what you do. What do you got? Let me guess, like Crunch or some garbage? EQ, huh? Okay. It's a problem. It's a big problem. Earthquake did a lot of damage. We no longer have a Pokemon with Levitate that cannot be hit. Do we ever have a Pokemon with Levitate? I don't actually know. I know that Gravery is pretty tanky, though. So let's go into Gravery and try to deal with this Reshiram here. He's an EQ. Coming in. Less than half, please. That is right about half. That is right about half. Which stinks. Obviously. Not great. We have a glaring weakness to ground, I'm now noticing. Our two Pokemon that are good against ground types would be Molurwin. There's a Dragon Rush. You have Stab Dragon Rush, huh? Big problems here. I'm going to go into Anderson. I want to use Dig, but he has Earthquake, so I can't. If you actually have... I'm going to guess you're a Garchomp or a Flygon, which is why you're using both Dragon Rush and Earthquake. Anderson is pretty tanky, though, and can take both of those decently well. If you start going for the... If you go for an Earthquake here, I can't use Dig. You switch back to Earthquake, which stinks. I hate it. How much? Not quite half. And I don't even think that puts us in crit range, which is fantastic. Now, unfortunately, you have just about nothing to hit you for super effective damage with, which means we're essentially going to be stalling out Earthquakes here. Not fun. Not exactly what I wanted to be doing in this episode. Yeah, we're basically just stalling out Earthquakes, so that's fine. We could talk about something else in the meantime, something exciting, like my bill from Ameren, Missouri. Electric bill. $212! Yo, that's actually much higher than I thought, excuse me. When is this amount due? October 24th, excuse me, did I pay that? We probably paid it. That's a lot of money. Don't enjoy that. One of the worst parts about growing up, by the way, you think you're worried now that your favorite Pokemon didn't make it into Pokemon Sword and Shield? Oh no, Bidoof! Wait until you're getting dropped $200 in freaking rent expense. Oh, sorry, not rent. I wish my rent was $200. Wait until you're getting $200 in heating costs dropped on you because you live in a state called Missouri that decided that November would be a great... That was before it even snowed. Oh no, that's like before we even turned on the heat. We're in trouble. Earthquake, okay. How many Earthquakes did you have? Like 10? 10 Earthquakes to potentially stall out? And we can't even, again, dive via crit, so, like, there's nothing to worry about here, per se. Because I don't think a crit can even kill us here. It's just a game of time. Which is not fun, but I think you only have 10 of those, and you're probably down to, like, 3. So, let's just get it done. And we're not even in... This is another issue with this game and being so difficult. We're getting close to episode 60, which was the length of the entirety of my Pokemon Sun playthrough, by the way. But that's because I kept EXP Share the entire game and pretty much breezed through the whole game. Oh, thank goodness. I'm guessing you're out of Earthquakes, which is like the nicest thing that's ever happened to me. Gonna go for the Iron Head. Okay. Does that mean I can use Dig? I'm a little scared, to be honest, so I'm gonna stick with Iron Head. I dodged the Dragon Rush. One of the nicest things that could ever happen to me. We got one more attack. One more Iron Head. You dodge it again. Thank you so much. What was the Pokemon that we had that missed Dragon Rushes like it was his job in our Pokemon Black 2 Alternate Reality Nuzlocke? I don't remember. I don't remember who it was, but my goodness, did they miss... Did they miss their freaking Dragon Rushes? I think it was Crustle. Might have been Crustle. Can't remember. Anyway, we're going to heal up. Because that battle was not kind to me. We're going to heal up everybody, and now we need to decide who we would like to sacrifice. The only Pokemon who is not viable for sacrifice is... Leo, the Electrode. Man, wouldn't it be nice if we could access our PC box from anywhere? Oh, I wonder what game's going to add that feature. But it's Pokemon Sword and Shield, I'm making a joke. And people are upset about that. Okay. We're not sacrificing Victorange, so nothing to worry about there. Gravery is a possibility. We do have other water types in the box, but Malurwin's level 59 and I'm not comfortable getting rid of that. We're not sacrificing Malurwin. Anderson is too good, and I used the ability capsule on it, so it'd be stupid to do that. Cretaceon is okay, but the moveset leaves a little bit to be desired. So we're either sacrificing Gravery or Cretaceon. Gravery is the lowest level, so I'm pretty tempted there already. Who are our backup poison / grass types in the box? I know we have a Jump Pluff. I know we have a Florges. Not a Florges, but the pre-evolution of that. But we have a Shiny Stone, so we could evolve that. I know it's not a grass type, but it learns grass type moves. We could add that. We have... That might be it. Poison types, we have an Arbok. I'm sure we have another one, but I can't remember because I don't really love the poison type that much. In terms of dark and ghost types, I don't know that we have any. Do we have any dark or ghost types? I don't think so, but I honestly think Gravery is the worst of these two Pokemon. So I think we're going to sacrifice Gravery. Again, I can't do this right now. But just know that for all intents and purposes, Gravery is sacrificed. Take him off the layout. He's gone. Gravery has been taken off the layout as we enter the Totem Den to take on the final Totem battle of Pokemon Ultra Moon. Ha. Sorry, not very good at running. Are you getting anything, Lily? Or sorry, that was extremely rude. I'm sorry. Phew. It looks like we're nearly to the altar now, aren't we, Jersh? Let me take care of Victini. The amount of free heals in this game are bookended. At the beginning, she won't stop healing my Pokemon, and at the end, she won't stop. When your Pokemon are full of energy, then a trainer can go anywhere in the world. Doesn't it seem that way? I guess so. Okay. Into the Totem Den we go. Faint letters can just barely be made out, carved into an ancient stone monument. Ahead lies a sacred ground of trials. None who take part in this trial will be allowed to walk upon this earth. Those lacking the courage to defeat the Totem Guardian guarding this land will be denied entry. But those who believe in the Pokemon and walk beside them shall gain great power. There's no captain to be found, but it seems like you stand at the edge of a trial site. Are you ready to... Okay, yes, I am ready to challenge the trial. Who would we like out to start? Who would we like out to start? Victorange is a good option. I'm trying to see stats here. Oh, they're on the top screen. I'm an idiot. 141, 149, 167, 161, and speedy as can be. Holy cow. 92, yikes. And you're dead. I think you start with either Durant or Victorange based on the speed alone. I think you start with Victorange. I think it makes the most sense. Plus, I hate to say it, but if we do lose Victorange, we do have that Heat Train in the box. I do not want to lose Victorange. Let me go ahead and put that out there right away. I feel a piercing gaze. I do not want to learn Victorange, but if it happens, we have a level 43 Heat. That was like a Solosis. That was a Talo. We do have a Heat Train in the box, just in case. Just in case. Just in case. What level are you? Like 42? This is going to be easy. I'm actually no longer concerned. I was concerned for some period of time. I'm actually not concerned about the trial anymore because, like I said, I've explained it a million times. The trainers we've been facing have boosted levels because of the way I set up this randomizer. The Totem Pokemon do not. Bullet Seed. Interesting. I don't know if I could have maybe set it up so that we would have had more of a challenge in the Totems. Maybe I don't want more of a challenge in the Totems. I have no idea. Poliwhirl is coming in next. Here's a question. Do we have any sort of... What's the word? Brain. Do we have any sort of encounters coming up, is I think what I was going to say. Mainly I'm concerned, like, is this Totem Den considered a separate area, quote unquote? Like, is this an area we can get an encounter in? Because it's a Totem's Den. If it is, we can get an encounter here, but nothing like... No sign popped up to say that we were in a new area, which means I think the next closest encounter we can get is the Lunala, who is coming up very quickly, by the way. Basically, like, literally after this. We may do it in this episode. I have no idea. Do I get sucked into the Ultra Wormhole if we do that, though? Because I don't want that. Will I take the Z Crystal from the pedestal? I will. Let's bring on the Totem Challenge. The final Totem Challenge in the game. Will it be difficult? Honestly, the first Totem challenges were way more difficult. Now it's the trainer battles that I fear. Who is our final Totem Pokemon? Who you got? That's not wonderful, if I'm being honest. That's not great. Its defense raises. That's horrible. Be like 45. 49. We may be in trouble. I lied to you. We do have Core Enforcer that hits him on the special side. We may be able to one-shot him because his defense rose, but his special defense is not. And we have a Victini with a Core Enforcer. We did not one-shot him, which means he's... The dig is fine, actually. I'm actually okay with the dig. I'm here still. I'm here, I promise. I'm blurry. I'm here. So that was awesome. He went for the dig, which means he can't call for help. But he is going to call for help at the end of this turn, so all things considered, it's basically the same. Do I have any moves that lower my priority? I don't think so. So we are going to outspeed him, unfortunately. He's going to go for the dig. It's going to do... It's a lot of damage, depending on the ally Pokemon. Please, 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 please. That's horrible, too. Okay, so now you have a decision to make. You can go for the Core Enforcer and kill the Garchomp, but the Mega Aerodactyl may kill you with a Rock Slide, Crunch, etc. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I think you go for the Core Enforcer hits both! Can we kill them both? I don't think the Aerodactyl's gonna die. If it was super effective on the Garchomp and he didn't die, I don't think it's gonna kill the Aerodactyl. Yeah, it's not gonna kill the Aerodactyl, but the Totem Garchomp has been taken down. Please no Crunch, please no Rock Slide. If you go for Rock Slide, please miss. He's a dummy. He's a darn dummy. He's a dang darn dummy. That's fantastic. That means Victorange will survive. We will switch into Molurwin, and we will take this thing out. With either an Ice Fang or goes for the Crunch. Should have done that last turn, you silly. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but you should have done that last turn. We'll go for the Ice Fang here. And probably one-shot. He's faster. He used Agility. Of course he's faster. Of course he's faster, but I think we'll take you out with the Ice Fang. Yeah. That was like as scary as that could have been. If those Pokemon were like the level of the rest of the Pokemon that we've been facing, instant loss. We would have 100% lost there. Thankfully, that was not the case. Thankfully, that was not the case. Okay. So we actually have time in today's episode to go do the Altar of the Moon stuff. I know that kind of stinks because those would be two very nice thumbnails. Two very nice separate thumbnails, I should say. But we have time in this episode, so why would I not go do that right now? I mean, I know I need to go back and sacrifice Spiritomb, and we'll do that. By the way, is this a new area? Does this count as a new area? Please tell me this counts as a new area, because I would like another encounter before we actually go switch out the encounter. This is the Altar of the Moon, but we can't get an encounter here other than Lunala. Jersh. Our history tells us that Vast Pony Canyon trial was the first ever trial to be held. You did a fine job clearing it, just as expected, Jersh. You've cleared your 7th trial in Alola's Island Challenge. That's wonderful. You've pushed yourself beyond your limits and really have become a great trainer, haven't you? And he could never have done it without you, Victini. Let me heal you. She's insane with the free heals. Look at the two of you. I think this might just work out. No, I'm quite sure of it. The Sun Flute, the Moon Flute. If we sound both together. Let's go, Jersh. Well, I have a question for you. Can I fly back here? Can I... Does that mean... I can't fly back here. Okay, we're doing this now. I was going to go fly back, sacrifice Spiritomb, pick a replacement. I think we're just going to decide... Oh, you know what the perfect... Let's catch... Whatever Lunala is, it's going to be like level 50. And just add it to the team no matter what it is. That's basically, I think, what we have to do. It's also the least amount of grinding, so I'm happy with it. I hope it's randomized. It should be randomized. It should be randomized is the key there. But when we catch it, it'll be like, do you want to add Lunala to your party? And we'll say yes. and we will replace Spiritomb. It all works out in the end. Fantastic. Okay. Do we get any more encounters after this for the rest of the game? Because our box is running dangerously low. I can feel the strong power of the moon. Nebby, before I can return you back to normal form, I've got to go find my mother. We can get an encounter in the desert, I just remembered. We'd never went back to go, and we can get the Psychium Z there. I have to tell her how I feel. And then we'll find a way to stand against a Necrozma together. The Sun Flute, it feels like it was made to fit in my hand. I think I can play it. You ever taken like a recorder class in like middle school? Elementary school? It's not as easy as you think. You don't just pick it up and play it. Lily? Jersh, you should stand over there. All right. This place is so fancy. Looks like straight out of like Destiny 2. Or Destiny 1. I don't know why I said Destiny 2 in particular. Either one of them. Feels like it's straight out of Destiny. Will you blow the moon flute? You know it, baby. If I must. I think we should wait until the moon has risen. You want to just stand here for 12 hours. You want to just stand here for 12 hours. I mean, it all worked out, so that's fine. There's no way they could play this without classical training. Don't even be silly. It's actually a joke that you'd even consider it. By the way, this is a very cool part of the Sun and Moon games, I gotta say. For all the complaints that I may have about these games, this is not one of them. This is cool. This is pretty darn cool. And Lunala shall emerge. We will fight Lunala, probably just chuck a Master Ball at it depending on what it is, and we will add it to the team. I hope it's a legendary. I don't think there's a guarantee that it's a legendary, but I hope that it's a darn legendary. Oh wait, Lunala will not appear. I forgot. Lunala was actually inside us the whole time. It's the backpack. Just kidding. Dora's backpack coming to life is actually a legendary Pokemon. It's Cosmoem. Or Cosmoem. Whatever the evolution of Cosmog is actually called. Can't remember. Get yeeted. Lunala. Very cool. Hey, remember when we could have had a Lunala earlier in this playthrough, but it used Teleport? That was fun. Kind of wish we would have had a Master Ball at that point, but you know. It's fine. There it is. Nebby, thank goodness you're alright. Please don't ever do that again. You made me worry so much, and I never imagined that sounding the flutes would give you so much power, or let you evolve into a legendary Pokemon. I like that Lunala actually looks like a logical evolution for Cosmoem, but Solgaleo does not. But it evolves into both of them. Not at all in my reading did I ever cross any hint that you might evolve into a legendary Pokemon. Please, Lunala. No, Nebby! Please, I need to go to where my mother is. We want to protect Alola, but there's no need for her to try to catch Necrozma all on her own. Mahina Pia. I shall capture you. Now we can finally follow after Mother and Guzma. Mr. Guzma, but you were... Mr. Guzma, you got yeeted. Oh, we don't have to fight Mother as well? I forgot that we don't have to fight the Taken... We don't get to capture him in this game. We don't get to capture him in this game because it's not original Sun and Moon. You children run away. I forgot Necrozma steals him. Well, that's sad. Mother. Not because, I mean, it's obviously sad that Lunala gets stolen, but it's more sad because I wanted my encounter. That's Necrozma. The instant it woke, it flew into a rage and repelled everything that came near it. Lily, run from this place. You can't do anything. Look at me ready to slide into the DMs. I will protect her. The battle stance. Good grief. Do I gotta fight you? No, you're just gonna swipe Lunala. Mahina Pia. Oh yeah, baby. Big battle time. I'm still very upset. I will say, Sun and Moon are by no means my favorite of the Pokemon games. In fact, I think I actually have them ranked fairly low. Chokeslammed. I think I have them ranked fairly low, like probably bottom 3. The box art legendaries are so good. Like fantastically good. Solgaleo Lunala look amazing. Alright. Lunala has been yoinked. It's a big problem for me. Because I don't have a good replacement now for... Doo-doo-doo, just a cahoon out on a stroll. What's this disturbance I feel? It's the Katakataka! Oh, this one's a rare visitor. How did Hal get there? Perhaps I should leave this one up to you, my... Oh, his lips aren't even moving when he's talking. Wah! Oh, or Tapu Koko. Can I capture Tapu Koko yet, by the way? That would make my journey so much easier. Did you come here to battle as a guardian or just to battle? The other islands must surely be facing the same threat. I'm counting on you, my comrades. His mouth is moving. Like a nutcracker. It's okay, though. These are on the 3DS, so it's excusable. Yo, she can be my comrade. Yo, they're the same! We never went to the desert, but there's Guzzlord. Dude, I love him. Low-key. One of my favorite characters in the game. Hapu was literally standing right behind us 4 seconds ago. How does this happen? I'm a little scared. Do I fight you or what happens now? Well, I guess the answer is I fight this camera up. I can't catch it. So we fight it instead. Do none of my Pokemon know water type moves? I thought I taught somebody a water type move. Nobody knows a water type move. That's kind of a big problem for me, actually. I mean, we can probably stay in, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to, but we could. I guess I'll stay in for like 1 attack. Maybe I'll go for a Heart Stamp, see what we got here. But if you hit me with like a magnitude 10, I'm gonna be very upset. Or an Earthquake is also like equally scary, but if a Garchomp didn't kill us, a Camerupt is certainly not killing us. Yeah. If a Garchomp did not, a Camerupt will not. A second Heart Stamp will get the job done. That's over half, I can tell. Unless you give me the lowest of low rolls. You did not. I appreciate it. Goodbye, Camerupt. Get sent back from whence you came. I'm pretty upset that we couldn't... I mean, I don't want a Camerupt anyway, but I'm pretty upset that we couldn't get an encounter there. And I gotta wonder if we get any more encounters for the whole game. Maybe like 2? Victory Road, the desert. And do you get to catch Ultra Necrozma or do you just kill it? I think you kill it and then maybe get to catch Solgaleo after, or Lunala in this case. I don't know. I don't know these games very well. Eternal Darkness. Necrozma, the one that wields light to its will. It would steal all of Alola's light. Necrozma wants to take back that light it once lost. But what are we to do now? It seemed like that beast, Necrozma, was also suffering somehow. It seemed to hurt, to be without its light. You would worry even for Necrozma? You're far too kind, Lily, far too kind. That is why you took Cosmog as well, isn't it? You foolish, sweet child. We need your help. I think I like the story of regular Sun and Moon better. Hate to say it. I think I like the original better. I don't think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon does it for me. I like evil Lusamine. Or like controlled Lusamine. We need to be able to travel between worlds to use the legendary Pokemon's power just as you're able to do. You presume too much, and despite that it is true that you are trying to take care of things in your own way. Should I praise your sense of responsibility as one charged with the protection of Pokemon, you egotistical woman? Please, Captain Fico, leave it be. It is, as my subordinate says, sparring with you will change nothing, and there is something I am more interested in pursuing, something I noticed during the battle just now. Necrozma seemed distracted by you, by that Z power ring you wear, to be perfectly accurate. It seems to desire the light given off by that sparkling stone set within it. You mean it wants Z crystals? It's true, Jersh has an awfully large number of Z crystals after coming this far in his island challenge. Yeah, that's true. Even more than the dumb captains and kahunas and all. We just focus on one type. It is not in our power to fight with Solgaleo, but we do borrow its power to travel through ultra wormholes. We do get him! You have shown us what you are capable of by summoning Lunala into this place. Perhaps you could... Okay, so I don't get the Solgaleo. I get to ride it. We call it the Ultra Worm Ride. I hope you will... Okay. If you enter any other wormhole, you will find yourself in another world altogether. Encounters, boys. Ultra Warp Ride. Okay. Well, that means in the next episode... Can I fly now? Can I fly now? Can I fly yet? I can't fly back here. Okay, we're keeping the dead body of Spiritomb in the party, unfortunately. In the next episode, we will take Solgaleo, ride through the Ultra Wormhole, and probably make a couple pit stops on the way. Now the question is, does each, because there's 4 different colors, there's blue, red, green, and yellow. The question is, do each of those count as separate areas? I mean, theoretically they do. Technically, all of them are different areas at different time periods. So technically, there's like infinite. I'm just kidding. We'll probably limit it to 1. I'll stop off somewhere. We'll get an ultra wormhole warp encounter, whatever you want to call it. We'll get a warp encounter, and then we will actually go do the ultra necrozma stuff, which might be scary, but it's probably not as scary as actual Ultra Necrozma, unless it has the same moveset. It's going to get like a +3 to all stats, though, so it may sweep the team. Just prepare for that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please consider showing some support down below in the form of liking, commenting, subscribing. All help out a tremendous deal. Of course, share with your grandmothers always that I save. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.